Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to trim a video in React Native's new architecture for iOS using AVMutableComposition. So first I'll show you guys the output, and here I want to tell you that I have hard coded the times for now. Like I want to trim a video starting from 10 second and ending at 20 second. So I have hard coded this value, but in your case you can ask the user to pick this value. Just for simplicity I have hard coded this, so you only have to change this, rest everything will remain the same. So here is the output. I have two buttons, so one called pick video and one called save video. If I click on pick video, it opens the video picker. From this I can pick a video. Now here you can see this video is only 15 seconds long, right? But here I have set the end time as 20 seconds. So this AVMutableComposition is smart enough to understand, okay, the video is only 15 seconds long, so I will only trim it from 10 to 15 seconds, so the video will be only 5 seconds long. Okay, so if I pick my video, it will trim it and it will start playing it inside AV player view controller. So as you can see, the video is only 5 seconds long, so it has started playing. Now if you give a bigger time, like suppose I want to trim it from 1 minute to 10 minutes, so you want a 10-minute long video or 9-minute long video, then this will take a little bit of time, so be patient. So if I close this and if I click on save video, the video has been saved to Photos app. If I click on pick video again, here you can see there are two videos and the first video is 5 seconds long. So let's see how to do this. So here I am inside my React Native app. First thing which you will have to do is you will have to open this documentation, because I will be copying lot of code from this documentation, so keep this documentation handy. The first thing which I will do is we will have to enable the new architecture, and for that you will have to open your terminal, cd to your iOS directory, and then run this particular command. Once you run this particular command, it will enable the new architecture for iOS. Then we will have to install this React Native image picker library. Once you install it, you also need to do pod install. So again you will have to cd to your iOS directory and then run this particular command. So this is the new thing in new architecture. You can't just run pod install, you have to run this particular command, entire command I mean. Once that is done, here now I will be following the turbo modules doc, so keep it handy. So firstly I created this folder called rtn my transform. Inside that I have created a package.json file, and here I have copy pasted everything from the docs. Only this name has been changed, this has been changed, this has been changed, and this has been changed. Everything else remains the same. Next I have created a pod spec file. Again I have copy pasted everything from the docs and only this name has been changed. Then I have created a JS folder. Inside that I have created a TypeScript file. Again I have copy pasted everything from docs. I have created two methods, one called transform and second one is called save. So here inside transform we are passing our video URL, and here I have also changed this particular name. Once that is done, the doc specifies that you will have to create an iOS folder inside rtn my transform. We can't really do that because we want to make use of Swift. So the next thing which you will have to do is you will have to open your terminal, go to the root of your React Native project, and firstly run this particular command. Once you run this command, you will have to do cd ... It will move you outside your React Native project. Then you will have to run this particular command, but here instead of rnapp iOS you will have to write your own project name. As you can see, my project name is rnapp iOS. So over here as well as over here, change your name, project name. Once that is done, you will have to again cd to your main iOS folder and then run this command. So once you run this command, this will do pod install for rtn my transform as well as do code generation for you. Once that is done, you will have to go to your iOS folder, open XC workspace. I have already done that, and firstly you will have to go to info.plist, and here you will have to include this photo library usage description permission. Once that is done, again we will be following the turbo module docs. So here inside this particular file I am including the rtn my transform. I have created this rtn my transform header file. Again I have copy pasted everything from docs. Only this name has been changed, this and this has been changed, and here we are also importing AVKit. Everything else remains the same. Then I have created an Objective-C file, but I have changed the extension to .mm. So over here as well, as you can see, I have copied this from docs, only this name has been changed. Now before going ahead with the code, you will have to create a Swift file called my transform. Name it whatever you feel like, and Xcode will ask, do you want to create a bridging header? Click yes, and you should see this particular bridging header being created. Next, you will have to write your bridging header name. As you can see, my bridging header name is rnapp iOS, so I have written that. -swift.h will be common for everyone. Then again copied it from the docs, only this name has been changed. Here we are initializing our Swift file. This has been copied from docs, only this name has been changed. Here we are overadding our transformed method which takes a video URL, and then we are calling transformed with video URL method from our Swift file. It is an async await method, so we have to use completion handler over here, and once we get a proper URL of the transformed video, we create an AV player item, then an AV player, and on the main thread we create an AV player view controller, assign it that player to our player view controller. Then we need to get hold of our root view controller, so for that we write this bit of code. Then with the help of root view controller, we just launch our player view controller and start playing the video. And for save, we are just calling the save method from our Swift file. Now coming back to Swift, here we are importing AVKit as well as photos. Then this is important, @objc members. This is our final URL. Once transformed method is called, we first create our file manager, AVURL asset as well as AVMutableComposition. Then we create our video composition track, audio composition track, asset video track as well as asset audio track. Then we accumulate the time. So for start time, I am starting it from 10 seconds to 20 seconds is the end time. Change it whatever you feel like. Then we do subtract, so end time minus start time. And once we have the time range for current slice, we just insert that inside our video composition track as well as audio composition track. Then we calculate the accumulated time. Then we create an export path as well as an export URL. If the file already exists, we delete it. Then we create an AV asset export session, and if we have the output URL, we assign it to our output URL, the export URL. Set the file type as well, should optimize for network use is true, and then we export it. Once we export it, we have the output URL which I assign it to our final URL and return the final URL. And for saving the video, we just check if final URL is proper, not equal to nil. Then we call first this particular method request authorization, which will just help us to give that photos permission. And if we have that permission, then we only call perform changes, which internally calls create request for asset from video, pass our final URL. If success, we call video saved successfully, and if error, we call error saving video. So yeah, that's it on the Swift part. Coming back to our React Native project, you will have to add these two imports first. And inside my UI, I have just created two buttons. On click of second button, we are just saving the video, and on click of first button, we are calling pick video. And here we are filtering the media type by video. And if the user has picked a video and it has a URI, we just called rtn my transform.transform and pass the video URI to it. So yeah, that's it according to me. Thank you for watching. Bye.